All right. So I had this conversation about this last night with somebody at the meetup. They said, what's the difference between proof of work and proof of stake? Why is proof of work so unique? Or what makes it better? And I said, well, the first thing you got to know about proof of stake is that it actually takes real world energy to create it, right? That's the proof of work protocol. It takes real world energy. So no matter however you generate electricity, however you're mining Bitcoin, whether it's through hydro, like electricity, everybody has it, but it all comes from different sources. And before Bitcoin, I had no idea about any of this stuff. It just kind of took it for granted. You could turn the lights on and off. You could turn your TV on and off. But everybody gets electricity from different sources, wherever you are in the world. Here in Saskatchewan, I think it's like, I don't know, where does Saskatchewan get their power from? In Manitoba, we use hydro. So there's hydro dams that generates energy, converts it into electricity. You plug in a miner using that electricity. That's proof of work. So you have to put in real world energy to mine Bitcoin. You don't have to do that with proof of stake. But the other thing too, and the big one, is that with proof of work, like that proof of work essentially ensures that nobody can capture Bitcoin, right? Because with proof of work, you actually have to run a node. And if you're running a Bitcoin node, that's your vote in the consensus. So until everybody running a node agrees on something, it's just going to be the same. Bitcoin's going to be the same. Nothing's going to change. So let's use BlackRock as an example here in a proof of work world. BlackRock could own half the Bitcoin, 51% of the Bitcoin, 60% of the Bitcoin. They still can't control the network, because with proof of work, the only people who have a vote, who have a say in the network, the path forward, are the nodes, the people running nodes, right? So BlackRock only is one node in the network. Even though they have 60% of the Bitcoin, they're only one vote. And if you compare that to proof of stake, that same scenario where BlackRock owns 60% of Ethereum, they now have the ability to decide, because they have the stake. That's what their stake is, 60% of the total supply. They have 60%. So they can decide now what to do. They can fork it. They can generate new Ethereum. They can fire Vitalik, right? So that's the difference between proof of work and proof of stake. And that's what makes Bitcoin so fair and so much less vulnerable to attack by big corporations and big entities. So it's pretty important, I think, to understand that about Bitcoin, is the proof of work really makes it what it is, both with the physical energy and not being able to be captured by